If you're a part of the Chicago fire family, you know the feeling. You know that pit in your stomach you get when the bells go off, and you know that any single call could be the one that changes everything. We've watched the men and women of Firehouse 51 walk through hell and back, but there's one name that always seems to be at the very center of the fire: Kelly Severide. And today, our worst fears are being realized. We're getting shocking, heartbreaking reports from Chicago that Lieutenant Kelly Severide, the leader of Squad 3, has been involved in a tragic accident on the job. Details are still flooding in, but what we know is that he has been rushed to Chicago Med. The words Severide and hospital are two things that just break our hearts. This man has always been the one to walk into the explosion, to dive into the freezing water, to be the last man out. He's the one who seems invincible. But today that invincibility has been shattered. From what we're gathering, it was a call that seemed almost routine. A multi-story commercial building with smoke pouring from the upper floors. We've seen them handle this 1,000 times. Squad 3 was tasked with primary search and rescue, as always. They were inside, moving through the blinding smoke, looking for anyone who might have been trapped. And that's when the unthinkable happened. Sources are describing a sudden, catastrophic structural failure. The call we all dread: Mayday, Mayday, firefighter down. It wasn't just a fall, it was a collapse. Reports indicate a section of the roof or a support structure gave way. And Severide, he was right there. He's Kelly Severide. Of course he was. He was leading the way. Early accounts from the scene, which are still unconfirmed, are painting a picture that is almost too painful to imagine, but so completely in character for the man we love. It's believed he saw the collapse coming a split second before it happened and used that last moment to shove two members of his team, including a terrified rookie, out of the way. He took the brunt of it. For them. The silence that followed on the radio must have been the loudest sound in the entire city. We can only imagine the sheer terror and panic from his team, from Herman, from Chief Bowden, and from his wife, Stella Kidd, who was on the scene. We've seen Stella and Kelly fight for their relationship, fight with each other, and fight for each other. They are the heart of that firehouse. The image of her realizing that the Mayday was for her husband, it's unbearable. The rescue operation was frantic. It wasn't just a firehouse. It was a family digging out their own. When they finally reached him, the news was grim. He was unresponsive. He's now at Chicago Med, and the entire firehouse family has descended on the waiting room. We all know that look. We've seen them all there before, for Herman, for Mach, for each other. But when it's Severide, the anchor, the one who is supposed to be unbreakable, the fear feels different. It's deeper. This isn't his first brush with death. We all remember the horrific fall, the shoulder injuries, the close calls that have left us breathless. Kelly Severide has used up more of his 9 lives than any cat. But this feels different. The word tragic is being used, and it's a word that chills us to the bone. What does this mean for Stella? How can she possibly stand in that waiting room, knowing the love of her life is just on the other side of those doors, fighting for his? How can Herman, who looks to Severide like a brother, even begin to process this? This is more than just a character on a TV show being in danger. This is about the heart of Firehouse 51. Severide is the soul of Squad 3, the quiet, brooding leader who feels everything, even when he pretends he feels nothing. He's the one who will risk it all, every single time, if it means one of his own gets to go home. Today, he might have made that ultimate trade. We are all holding our breath. We are all sitting in that waiting room with them. The silence is deafening. We're watching the doors, praying for a doctor to come out with good news, but bracing for the worst. This is the life they chose. This is the risk they take every single day. But that doesn't make it any easier. It doesn't make the pain any less. Right now, all we can do is wait. Wait and hope, and send every bit of strength we have to the team at Med, to the family at 51, and to Kelly Severide himself. Come on, Kelly. Fight. We're not ready to say goodbye.